there everyone, and welcome back. I have done a remodel of the Beech Holiday House, which I'm sure everyone has noticed is spelled Beech. I'm not quite sure why they did that, but let's take a look at it before. While we're looking at it, this is one of the, I think, three maybe homes that they've offered in the home store for LP. I've seen some people say they've gotten them for free. I was not able to do that, but this is the one that kind of stood out to me because I really do like the layout, and I like the fact that the person who built it put a lot of thought into it. And aside from the basement, which I will show you in a minute, I took that out because I found it useless for me, for my purposes for this build. But if you look at the layout, it's actually a very nice layout. When you see the after, you'll see I repurposed a lot of the rooms. I did not leave them as they were. But if you're new here, you may not know when I do these remodels, even though I empty them out and repurpose the rooms, I do not change the structure at all. I don't change any walls or anything like that. I just work with what is there and redecorate it in my own style. So I thought this would be one that was worth purchasing and remodeling. It's not, I mean, it's a huge home, but the rooms make sense. Some of these that I've been having requests to do, the rooms just did not make sense for like a primary residence for a family. So you saw, if you've seen my videos before, that I've turned them into more communal builds like dorms or clubhouses or things like that. So now that we've seen it before here, I'm going to take you on a tour of what it looks like here after. And as you can see, I've changed a lot. I've trimmed down some of the balconies here and just taken a lot of those off. I left the ones that I thought were more important. I didn't put any furniture on them. If you want to redo the house yourself, of course, you may want to do that. But I just sort of trimmed everything down on the outside and, for my taste, just made it more of a livable space and tried to concentrate on the outdoor areas down below there. So we're going to go on a tour of the inside here. Even though this is level 2, I would consider this the first level of the home because the outside stairs lead up to this level first. So as you come in the entryway here, I've used some of the pretty new pink chairs and just decorated it kind of in a neutral style, just enough to where you come in and it just looks pretty. And then off to the left, I've put a little bar area there. And then you come through the doorway here and we come into a living area. It's not a family room, it's more of a formal living room where if you had guests, you could sit by the fire, have coffee or tea, and just conversation. But it's just a simple little living area here where I've put some of the newer love seats and the ottoman and tables and lamps. And I'm really loving these new packs that we're getting. I think they keep getting better and better actually. So coming back through here, this is where the entertainment room would be, sort of the family room. I've done it in black, teal, and white, and I used those black sofas and brought the color out of the cushions onto the wall and just tried to scatter the black throughout the room so that it looked nice and balanced, and then made it all contrast against the white wood flooring there, and I just love it. So down here you'll see I've put a hot tub in. I've changed the gates that would lead out to the beach, and then I put one of the newer sets out here to sit on, the love seat and the ottoman there. Just enough, in my opinion, on the outside there. So then coming down over on this side, I've left this as the stairwell that was originally there, and now this is just a powder room for that level, a half bath for guests, and then we pop down the stairs, which is technically level 1. But it's more like a basement in this house, and you'll see I've created a little porch that leads outside and decorated it with the white chairs and some tables, and they can walk right out there to the hot tub area and enjoy it, and I thought it would make a cute little porch area. Coming over through here toward the front of the home, I've made this the office. It was on this level before, I believe, but it was toward the back of the house. I've turned this into a nice little private office here with one of the older white desks and bookshelf and one of the little relaxing chairs and ottomans. And over here we have what would be considered a recreation room. So it has an exit to the porch and the exterior on the other side. And I've put the ping pong table, a little kitchenette, a nice little couch here that we got in one of the packs. I love those cute little couches. A TV, a stereo, and one of the new ottomans there. So it's a nice little recreation room on the bottom of the house. And over here we have the guest room. So this ended up being a 3-bedroom home But I put the guest down here and just put one of the newer, it's a burgundy color bed there. And you're going to have trouble seeing it here, but that is the guest bath. It's a full bath with a shower. So we'll take a better look at it in what I call old school mode, where we used to only be able to look at things this way. But that is the guest bath there. And that rounds out the first level, which really for this house would be more like a basement. So as you can see already from the first two levels that I've showed you, the layout for this one definitely makes sense for a family home. And I'm so glad I finally did a remodel on one of these homes that's offered that makes sense for a family. So popping up here to the third level, we have another living area with the gold lamps. I love that, how they are sort of opposite each other and curve in like that, with the navy and brown TV that's new. And then next door to that, we have another powder room, a half bath here. And you'll notice I'm putting the trash cans in the bathroom. I just think that makes it look a lot more realistic. So we have that area on the front there. This is more like the living level here, because we have the dining room. And then back here we have a small hallway there that has a wine bar, and that has a doorway to the kitchen, as well as to the laundry room, which is tucked back here behind it. And I'm loving the new laundry items that we got. And you'll notice on some of my more recent builds, I'm using those cabinets and countertops for kitchens, which has become one of my favorites so far. Now back here on the back of the house, I've put the kitchen, and I've done black and white, which is really contrasting against that teal wall color. And who wouldn't love to stand there and do the dishes while you're looking out at the ocean? And then we've done a nice wraparound kitchen here with the black tile, and then there's a bar in the middle, and you'll see the trash can there against the wall. And then I've done the white appliances with the fridge and the double oven. And I always forget to turn those pendant lights on, but they do make a nice glow onto the countertop. I love how this kitchen turned out, and that contrast to me is definitely what I look for. So that is the third floor there, which is kind of like the second floor in this house, but that's how it turned out. It's the living level, like I said, and then coming up here, we come to the bedroom level of the home. So I've just decorated the landing here, and then we have the master suite here, nice and simple with the black and gold furniture with the light gray accents. And I've brought that light gray color into the master closet there, as well as into the master bath, where we have also the gold and the ivories and grays all blended together. And it worked out great to put the master suite here, because as you'll see in just a minute when we come around, we sort of have a matching master suite, only it's for their daughter. Now, if you wanted to do this room or a house yourself, you could do this room as a room for any kid, really. But I wanted to go ahead and do it for a teenage daughter because I wanted to use that bed with that wallpaper. I just love it. And then she has her own closet over here. So it's sort of like a double master suite, because if you come next door here, you'll see that the bathrooms are sort of mirrored images of each other. So she has her own ensuite bath as well. So really this top level here is just a double master suite. And that's what I've done there. And then I put the third bedroom, as you saw, as a guest room on the bottom level. So that's what this remodel turned out like. And I honestly really like it. Now, the only thing I don't like would be the exterior, because if you have watched me for long enough, you know that I'm not into boxy looking exteriors, but the interior, I'm very, very happy with how the remodel turned out. But if I were to rebuild this or just do a remodel that most people would do, where you can change the walls, because again, those are rules I place on myself for my channel, I would definitely have sort of extended some rooms and just made a more interesting roof line on it. But as for the interior itself, I actually really do like how the rooms all turned out. So there they are playing ping pong there. I'm liking the new pool table and the ping pong table and all of these new items. And I'm sorry if some of you think I'm using the newer items too much, but it's like a new toy, and it's like telling a kid not to play with a new toy. That's kind of impossible to do. So If you guys like this video, please give me a like. I really appreciate it. You guys take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.